I am here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. We Share Abundance is a cloud nation. We've been around for almost 4 years, putting in really solid foundations, and we're now building our economy to strengthen the liquidity and value of our currency to benefit all our citizens. And anybody can become a citizen as long as you're of legal age. Don't matter what you look like, where you're from, how much money you've got, what your education level is, whether you're English speaking or any other language, whatever gender you are, it doesn't matter. We don't see people in pigeonholes that we put them in for being fat or thin or old or young or anything else. We see everyone, regardless, just as a human being. And we recognize that all human beings are linked together, one big family, and that every human being is unique and so has something unique to offer our community, and therefore is of equal value to every other member of our community. And we will be having a little affirmation to help us with that ideology. We call it a non-separatist ideology. We don't separate people for superficial differences because deep down we're all the same. Okay, so we should be streaming live on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group, We Share Abundance Publicly. I'll be heading over there in the near future because that is where we see most of the comments and we can put names to them. But we do also get comments here in the app that we use. And I can see that we've got Lewis in from Portugal saying hi to everybody. He's from Lisbon. And we've got Uthman Babis. Proud to be a citizen of We Share Abundance, thank you. And then we've got some Facebook people in. I'm not sure where Usman is from. He's not said, but there you go. We've also got Lewis in. We will now go over to Facebook. And when I get to Facebook, I'll be looking for We Share Abundance Publicly group. And I can't find it. Here we go. Okay. And there, yeah, okay. And I click on the link and we should get the comments panel up. And there we go. And we got Deborah in. Hi there, Deborah, from Southern Alabama, USA. Not seen much of you this year, Deborah. You've been very in and out. I hope you are healthy and well and happy and enjoying good weather in Southern Alabama. There's a bit of a cold spell, I think, in the United States. I don't know whether it's reached you down there. I was seeing that Dallas was, I think, -4 degrees centigrade. What's that, about 25, something like that, Fahrenheit. So it's getting cold down there. I remember one year when we visited the United States, we were in New Orleans, and they'd had a cold spell. It wasn't that bad while we were there. It was cooler than it normally is, but they'd had a cold spell and all the bougainvilleas had frozen. And it happens, doesn't it, from time to time. Okay, so we've got Deborah in from Southern Alabama, USA, and we're going to get started right now with a short prayer. Tonight it will be 18 degrees Fahrenheit again. So that is chilly. 18 degrees Fahrenheit. What we're looking at there, 18 to 10, 14. It's about what? About -6, -7 in centigrade for those people that work in that. I prefer Fahrenheit, what I was brought up with and what I always understood. When I lived in Utah, it got down to -7 Fahrenheit. That is chilly, I tell you. It is chilly. It's but it was nice. You wrap up, you wrap up. Still went out with the dogs and things. It was, but it is cold. You need to wrap up. Okay, we're going to get started now with a short prayer, and that's to help us find that path to true happiness. When I talk about true happiness, I'm not talking about short-term pleasure that you get from paying off your bills or whatever it may be. I'm talking about that lasting happiness, that glow that comes from you within, and that brings you that contented feeling. And you can't buy that. There are plenty of people with loads of money and they're still searching for it, and they don't know what it is and they don't know where to find it. And they buy more houses, or they want more power. They take over more companies. They do whatever, and they're still not happy, because true happiness only comes through loving service to others. And the great thing about being of loving service to others is that the more service you offer to the more people, the more everything that you want and need in life just flows to you. You don't have to struggle chasing after it anymore. It will come to you. It's part of natural law. And we got Buzina in from Scotland, Edinburgh. It'll be cold up there as well. I don't know what temperature you've got up there, Buzina, but it will be cold. It's not been that bad round here. We're in the southwest peninsula of England, and it tends to be quite temperate normally, because of the sea and the North Atlantic drift, the warm water currents that come up. Keeps us a little bit warmer. So I don't know what it's been today. I think it was just about freezing, a little, maybe 31 degrees or something like that this morning. But it's been a beautiful, sunny, clear day. Never got really warm, but it wasn't that cold either. It probably got up to 40 degrees. So it's been a nice day here. So I'm no doubt Buzina will let us know what the weather's like up in Scotland. But first of all, let's get started with that short prayer. We'll follow that with the affirmation, and then we'll get on to the updates and let everybody know what's going on. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love, each member finds that joy of service. And through service, bless each member that they attract true happiness and everything they want and need into their life. Amen. And our little affirmation. We are so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world, with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind and soul of thy world. Okay. Buzina says it's not that cold today, +4, but windy. Oh, it's got breezy up there again, has it? I think there's more wind and rain to come in the near future. So it depends on whether you prefer it cold and dry or wet and windy. I think I like it cold and dry, actually. But warm and dry is always better, isn't it? Okay, where are we? We got Carl in as well from New Zealand. It's about 23 degrees at 8 a.m. in New Zealand. Just rubbing it in. Okay, you must be in North Island, I gather, Carl, probably around about Auckland, are you? Same as hi. Same as our other New Zealand regular, who I can't think of his name, and that's disgusting. He's nearly always on here. We got Norman Firth in from Doncaster, UK. Oh dear. Senior moment. I'll think about it. I'll get it. I'll get it. Andrew Dean. There you go. He's from Auckland. Carl says he's 3 hours north of Auckland. Okay, so even warmer up there, yeah, but in that North Island. I've never been to New Zealand. It's one of the places that I keep saying, oh, I must go, but never just made it. There's a couple of places. I want to go to India. I'd like to go to New Zealand. While I'm in New Zealand, I suppose I'd want to pop across to Australia as well. But it's New Zealand, really, that I fancy visiting. I have a lot of contacts there that I've made through my days playing rugby. That would be nice. I mean, if they're all still alive. Trouble is, as you get older, everybody that you know that you grew up with starts disappearing from this world. Just one of those things, I'm afraid. Okay, so what are we up to? Okay, Devyani back. Was she back yesterday? I can't remember now when she was off, but she was in today anyway, and she will be in tomorrow to make up for the day that she had off ill. That's her choice. I mean, nobody's whipping her. That's just the way Devyani is. She is a real trooper. So she's been in today, but she's been putting in some of the information into the admin area that we need to keep track on some of the things that we weren't able to keep track of before. And that led to a little bit of abuse in the way that people were dealing with the coupon program. And I'm still, well, I've not really done much on it today, but I will be working on it. Friday, I have 2 mentorship calls in the affiliate marketing that I'm taking up to bring more cash flow into We Share Abundance. Of course, we've not got any cash flow from it yet, but hopefully we're keeping our fingers crossed. We'll get there pretty soon. But the coaching calls today have been really, really good. But it takes, one of them lasts a couple of hours, one of them lasts an hour, and they're right after each other. So it's a big 3-hour stretch. But it's worth it. And I'll be getting a blog post out. Won't be done today now. I'll get one out tomorrow and let you know what we've been doing and some of the things that we've been covering and the challenges that I've had with just keeping up to date and getting things done. But I'll bring you all up to date on that tomorrow. And because of what's been happening this week, Devyani will now be back on the 777 plan tomorrow. And then we'll find out how much there is to do on that. I know that the most complicated part, which is the allocation of those free entries or paid entries, whatever we want to call them, it needs to be right, let's put it that way, because it's designed to always keep the program moving forward, no matter what happens. Obviously, the more people that are active in any program, the faster it moves. But it will encourage activity as well as provide activity. And so it is a vital part. It's the part that sets the 777 plan apart from anything else that is out there. It is very, very powerful, and you'll see that. I mean, most of you that are on these live calls are probably in there anyway. But the more people you bring in, obviously, the faster you're going to move. Can you start that program totally free? No. You have to get in as a paid member. And when I say that, you can, in fact, start it free if somebody gives you one of their free places or pays you in. They'll be able to pay it forward for you. But essentially, it's a paid program. It's a one-off payment, minimum of $5, but it's much recommended that you would get in at least 3 phases, which is only $35, to save you losing pass-ups too quickly, to save you losing people through them being passed through you, in fact, because if you're not in a phase that people that you've referred join, then we can't put them under you in that phase, and they'll just disappear from sight up there somewhere. Somebody will benefit, but you want to benefit. So the more phases you can get in, the better it'll be for you. So you can potentially start for nothing if you're fortunate for somebody to either give you one of the free positions that they receive or pay it forward for you. But essentially, no, it's not a free plan. It is paid. You need to come up with the money, and it is designed for you to go out and find people. And if you get 7 people that come in, you will find that you are making good money very quickly. Can you be passive? Yeah, you can. But you know, like, you could possibly be free. You can pay and then do nothing. Will the plan work for you? Yeah, it will, but it'll be a lot slower than if you're putting people in yourself. So it's designed as a paid program that you go out and work. Now, you don't have to bring in millions of people. Obviously, if you do, you'll make a lot more money. But if everybody brought in 7, that would be ideal. But if everybody brought in 2, it would really push the program through quite quickly. So that is our 777 plan. It'll work whether you work or not, but it'll work slowly if you don't work. If you work, the plan depends on how fast you work and how fast the people that you bring in work. But it will move much faster. Then we have the Share Hope plan, and I've got something here from Skype. Is that Rohit? No, it's not. It's support team, and there's nothing important being talked about. Well, it is important to say that everything is up to date. So, but it's nothing to bring you information on. We've got Kingsley in from Manchester, UK as well. Where was I up to? Yeah, Share Hope plan. We've got to get that matrix placement sorted out. Hopefully that'll be done this weekend. And then I just want to check how the payments are made, because there is a potential, not an error, but a potential to have it doing things the wrong way. And I won't know until I'm able to run some people through it and check it. And if it does need correction, I don't see that being a big problem either. I don't think, it's not a big thing. Once we get it onto our server, then Devyani will have to leave the 777 plan to do the integration with our database, and then it can go live. How long will the integration with our database take? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'd be surprised if it took more than a week, but I've been surprised on many occasions. I'd be surprised if it took less than 3 days, but I've been surprised on lesser occasions when things have happened quickly, but it has happened. Okay, so that's where we are on those programs. Obviously, until we get those out of the way, up and running and working, and you guys making some good money, because you will do. The first 2,000 people into a community built program like ShareHope are the ones that make the most money the fastest, and that's simply a mathematical situation. Because of the way that the matrix builds, it tends to slow down the bigger it gets. So you get in and get in as many people as you know as quickly as you possibly can into that ShareHope plan. Get those first initial places sorted out, and you'll do well. The 777 plan, not so critical, because it's all to do with different dynamics. But the ShareHope plan, the quicker that everybody gets in, the people that get in those first 2,000 positions, obviously the first 200 positions is better than the first 2,000, and the first 20 is better than the first 200. But once you get past 2,000, it will tend to slow down. It will still get people there. Don't get me wrong. It will still have that power to generate huge incomes and quickly. But when I'm talking about quickly, I'm not talking about pressing a button and being rich overnight. I'm talking about 3 to 5 years, as opposed to 40 years building a retirement pension that would probably not be as big as you'll build in ShareHope for just $2.50 a week in 3 to 5 years. And that $2.50 a week within a certain amount of time, and I can't tell you what that is because it will vary from people, person to person, but that will be covered as you progress through, and then you will gradually get into profit, and then you'll pull back all the money that you've put in as you're building to that 6,000 plus income in the community matrix. The other matrix will also be building for you, and of course, as you progress, you will get ranking increments that will allow you to draw more and more funds every month from your ShareHope balance. So it will be very lucrative for people, but the earlier you get in, it will be a big advantage in the ShareHope plan. Won't matter so much, as I say, in the 777 plan. Anybody that comes in at any time that gets out there and gets a few people in will start making good money quickly. Okay, we've got, I said we've got Kingsley in from Manchester. We've got Carl. A bit of a shout out to your volunteer help desk. Questions answered within hours. Also, KYC approval being completed very quickly. Yeah, thanks, Carl, because they do an amazing job. They are all volunteers. Nobody gets paid anything in We Share Abundance except the people that are earning money through our programs. And that is the only way that anybody gets paid. They are all volunteers, as we all are, that are working, and that shout out is appreciated, and I will post it in the we have a group for the support team where they can ask questions and interact with one another, and they let others know where they're up to with the support questions and this sort of thing. And I'll post that in there because it's always nice to be appreciated, isn't it? And they really do deserve a lot of appreciation. So that's where we are. We'll get those two out of the way. We'll get another final plan for the foreseeable future developed, I'm not going to tell you exactly what that's about at this moment in time, but it is very exciting. And we will also get onto that Fund Miracles and get that up and running. And ultimately, we will get those WISA tokens onto the Binance Smart Chain, and we will have a system whereby everybody can benefit from those tokens. Many people have bought at low prices. I've bought over 1 million WISA tokens at crazy low prices, you know, a fraction of a cent over a period of time. And we will be getting the price of those as quickly as possible, up to about $3 per token. So if you bought them, even if you bought them at $1, you know, you'd be tripling your money. But people that are holding them have got them for fractions of that, you know. So they're going to be making really good money, but it won't be all in one big lump. We can't do that. We will have to limit the withdrawals to match the liquidity, and but it will then bring the Multiply WISA program back into activity as another income stream. Okay, just looking at the numbers, I've got the numbers here. I don't think there was any change from memory in the Multiply WISA in the last 24 hours. No, there wasn't. Member is the same, and the people that have bought advertising is the same, and the bonus pool, it has gone up by some cents, but not enough to move us into the next dollar. We always get something, because when you log in, you get a revenue share, and that depends on the revenue. Okay, it's an actual share of the revenue in the program, and sometimes it can be a few dollars. Usually it's a few cents, 50 or 60 cents, and you get it for just logging in. Okay. In the last 24 hours, we have a net increase of 16 in our registered members. What are you scratching about that? Got Cody scratching there. I don't know where he's off to now. He's got beds all over the place. He's gone to another bed. Okay. Must have decided he's got fleas or something in the other one. No, he hasn't got fleas. But I don't know. Anyway, yeah, a net increase of 16 to 41,596 registered members. We have an increase of 11 in our active members. Be interesting to work out some percentages on these, actually. And just see where we're going. But once the news of our power line gets out there, I mean, I've not promoted it very much at all for a while, but once it does get out there, people are going to be queuing up to get in, and it will grow very, very quickly for the first probably 6 months or so, and then it will still grow, but not by the same percentage growth, but it will grow quickly. There'll be more people coming in, a lot more people every month, but as a percentage of the member base, it will start to diminish. But we have an increase of 11 in the last 24 hours to 4,317. We have Multiply WISA. I gave you those already. So that's it on your numbers. I don't know whether we have any questions. I'm going to just copy this because I don't know what happens, but you can't get at the comments very easily once you finish the broadcast. And I want to paste Carl's comment into the support team group. Because they do an amazing job. Okay, let's go to the app and see if there are any more questions or any more people in there. We had 2 people in YouTube, Lewis and Uthman. Oh, we got Toby in as well from Nigeria. I'm scrolling down to see what we've got. That's it. No questions. Those are the updates. We don't have anything else. That Aidan's program, I don't know. I do know a little bit more about it than I'm allowed to reveal at this moment in time, because I've spoken, or I've been in communication with, and it's a better way of putting it, with Aidan, and I know some of the details. It's an amazing thing that he's been doing, and he's been generating huge sales, over $250,000 a month, easily over $250,000 a month in sales with no paid traffic. And they've been high margin sales. You know, he's been making like sometimes well over 50% on his sales. But he allowed me to give out the cheat sheet today. And I think if you already registered it, he will have sent an email to you with the cheat sheet in. And that's got like 7 points to give you a bit more information, but you'll get more as it goes through. I'll be honest with you, I have no idea whatsoever what it will cost, because I know he's got software that does everything for you, basically. I don't know what he's going to be charging for it. I've no idea, so don't ask me. I doubt whether it'll be less than $1,000, but I don't know. But you can get all the information and all the stuff, and you can do what he did when he started with it, and that is work it without the software, and you will be able to make good money just following the plans that you get and the information that you get totally free. So it's worth getting all the information you can from Aidan. He's a very experienced and successful marketer, originally from New Zealand, but he's all over the world now. But he lives in Argentina with his wife and 2 children, but he does travel about a bit. Okay. We've, sir, cared for my downline, and they sent me a message to you, sir. Hi, it's been a while. Hope you are. I don't know about messages, but the support desk is where you will get the fastest response. But we've got a question. Is it a question? No. Somebody just saying it's been a while. I wonder who that is. Let me see if I can find that. Oh, Martin from St Helens up in the northwest of England. Lovely to see you, Martin. We are working diligently to get everything up to date, financially sorted out for everybody in every way, and I'm pretty confident that we will have everybody happy within this year, hopefully in the not too distant future of this year as well. Okay, it would help if Binance would let us have our money back, but that will happen, but I don't know when. I keep trying to get some sense out of them, and I get the same stupid answers. But we are doing everything we can to get everything moving as quickly as possible, and the future is looking rosier and rosier each day. We have brought everything pretty much in-house now. One thing that I saw, and it shocked me really, and that was a post. You know how Facebook says, you see this from 5 years ago or 7 years ago or whatever. And it was a post that I'd done about 3 years ago or 4 years ago, saying that people shouldn't get involved in these high-risk programs, even when they say, get your stake out quick and it's a big gamble and don't put in more than you can afford to lose and all this sort of stuff. And I was saying, that inevitably somebody is going to lose in those programs, and don't get involved in them. And it embarrassed me and shocked me that, I thought how easy it is to get led into these plans. And it all started with, I think, a program called, can't remember what it was called, something where you clicked on images and you were supposed to be getting paid for building up the SEO of these programs. And there were a lot of people that have been paid a lot of money, and that really started it. We got involved in that, and it turned out to be a rug pull. And then something else came along, and something else, and you just get sucked into them. And I thought, how come I've gone from trying to expose these programs to being suckered into them? And I didn't post this on, you have the option to either post it or hide it. And I was too embarrassed to post it, I'll be quite honest with you. And but we have seen the light. 2023 was a bad year for that sort of thing. We're bringing everything in-house. Everything that we have in-house is legal, ethical, sustainable, and will generate the income that we need to repay all the loans, all the nest eggs, all the founder members' benefits, everything that we've always promised and been determined to do, we will be doing, and it will be achieved in this year, 2024. It will take longer to get significant withdrawals from a community liquidity pool for the ShareHope wallet, but that will come in time as well. But in the meantime, the ShareHope plan will allow anybody to generate their own liquidity pool with minimal effort, some effort, but not a great deal that will need to be done, and pretty much draw whatever they want from that ShareHope wallet, but they'll have to build their own liquidity pool. When we get it going company-wide, of course, we will need a lot of profit to support the liquidity, because if we've got, what have we got now? We've got 40-odd thousand members. Let's say 40,000 members withdrawing $10 a month. You're looking at pushing $500,000, and we'll have a lot more members by the time that we're in that position. So we will need those profits to be up in the millions before we have sufficient to allow for a corporate liquidity pool payout. But well before then, everybody that wants money from there will have the opportunity to get it through the ShareHope plan. Even passively, although that isn't what I would recommend you to do. I would recommend you to get in and put in the effort it takes to get 3 or 4 people into the plan. Okay, so that is it from me. Where do we go? How do the new coupons issued work now so they can focus on how to market with right information of We Share Abundance? The coupons work in exactly the same way. The payment for the coupons is different. You earn money, but it goes into your US dollar wallet, and then it will be transferred into your Sharehope wallet. It will not be classed as earned income and go into your available cash wallet. But when you bring people in with the coupon, you should be bringing them in with the intention of, after their coupon expires, renewing their membership. And you get paid a commission every month as people renew their membership, and you build. The idea of the coupon was to help you build a significant network and business of people that were subscribing on a monthly basis and generating income through helping people with the coupons. It wasn't to just say, oh, hey, bring a person in, we're going to give you lots of money for it, because that inevitably creates the wrong idea. It's not what was designed, and it's not sustainable. So the coupons work in the same way. People get the same benefits from signing up with a coupon. It's up to you to make sure that the people you bring in know what they're joining, and they're not just joining because you're going to make some money off the coupon. You're helping them join and build a significant business, and by helping them, you are automatically helping yourself. Okay, so that's it from me. We've got somebody saying, have a great weekend, everybody. I'm not sure who it is because it was in the Facebook. Let me just have a quick look at who that was. That was Norman. And we got Deborah saying, thanks for the update. And thanks for being here, everybody. It is a pleasure to be with you always. And I love you all. I will not stop working for you until we have achieved our mission and our goals. God bless you all. I'll see you all same time, same place tomorrow, 7 p.m. London time, YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group, We Share Abundance Publicly. Until then, I'll see you later, alligator. In a wild crocodile, woo! See you later, alligator. Always wear a smile. See you later, alligator. Go the extra mile. See you later, alligator. Come on. In a wild crocodile.